Welcome back, viewers. In today's video, we are going to review the Linux Mint 21.1 Mate desktop. So let us start. I have opened up the Linux Mint website. So they have tidied up the desktop and removed certain shortcuts from the desktop. Then the computer trash and network icons have removed from the desktop. The home folder was easily accessible, so it has been removed from the desktop. Now it is pinned on the panel and can be opened from the main menu or by pressing the Super plus E keys on the keyboard. Now the accent colors are much more vibrant than before. So these are all the accent colors available on the Linux Mint desktop. The colors are new compared to the legacy ones. This is how the file explorer will look. This was the legacy look and now this is the new look. So they have got a teal color. Earlier it was green color, mint green color. Now it is a teal color folders in the file menu, and there are some stripes on the uh, bottom right side of the folders. So here you can change the desktop accent colors from the welcome screen. And if you still love the legacy look, you can choose the Mint by legacy themes, and you will get the older Linux Mint look that was in the 20.2 version, again in this latest version also. The mouse pointer has got new themes. You can see the mouse pointer themes are given here. The system sounds have also been improved. The new sounds come from the material design version 2. The icon themes uh, have now modernized, and Breeze, Papyrus and Numix along with the Yaru icon theme has been included along with the Mint X, Mint Y and the Mint Legacy themes. So total of 7 themes are there to choose from. The driver manager has received many improvements. You can see here. The manager now runs in a user mode, so you no longer need a password to launch it. Offline support is redesigned. The driver manager now shows a dedicated screen if you are offline, like this. So screenshots are there, and a different screen when it detects a live USB stick. The way it mounts the live USB stick and adds it as a source to launch or install the drivers is much more robust than before. They have added a dummy package with exotic dependencies and a dummy hardware device and a test mode for developers to easily troubleshoot a variety of different scenarios. DevConf is now properly supported. There was a issue for the NVIDIA drivers when secure boot was enabled. The scenario has been fixed. The package kit was patched to receive ability to purge packages. So earlier the purging was not earlier the purging included only removing the packages, but the configuration files used to be left over. But now the configuration files are also removed along with the uh, package files. The driver manager now purges the removed drivers. Earlier the drivers used to stay on the system, but now they are removed. This fixes a niche issue with the NVIDIA drivers where switching between the different versions of driver. Now there is a full Flatpak integration, and it is added to the update manager. So the Flatpak applications, if you install them, they will get updated through the update manager. The software manager has a refreshed user interface, which makes it easier to distinguish between Flatpaks and system packages. Here you can see there is a separate Flatpak section, And while installing any package, you can know whether the package is from the FlatHub, from the Linux Mint repos, it is a Debian package or it is a Flatpak. Everything you can know it from here. You can see it here in the package details. You will know. The ISO verification tool has been added, so you can verify the authenticity and integrity of your ISO image before you can write it to the disk. The ISO image writer features a verify button when it launches the verification tool. Further, there are some XApp improvements. The Synaptic Package Manager and the Update Manager have also received certain updates to fix their behavior. So you can read it in details. The artwork has received improvements. There are new wallpapers, and it also you can also install the older wallpapers from the older versions also. So you can see the new wallpapers are given here in the screenshot. The Linux Mint 21.1 will receive security updates till 2027, so you can use it for the next 4-5 years without any trouble. You will get support from the developers. The Linux 21.1 features Mate 1.26, a Linux kernel 5.15, and Ubuntu 22.04 base package. So that's great. Until 2024, the future versions of Linux Mint will use the same package base as the Linux Mint 21.1. And the new Linux Mint version, that is the major version, will only come after the 20.24. So it will come with a new base. Till then, the users will stay on the 22.04 package base from Ubuntu. So with this, now let us go over to the desktop. So this is the login screen. You can see the accessibility features, the keyboard selection, the power manager, day, date, time. This is the power menu, and you can now log in into the desktop. So this desktop also doesn't scale automatically. We'll have to scale the resolution first. Open the display settings, apply, OK. So in the traditional Mate desktop, you have got two panels, one panel at the top and the other panel is at the bottom. The bottom panel contains the minimize maximize button and the workspace chooser, and the top panel contains this application menu. There are some shortcuts or you can say icons are there to directly access certain frequently used apps. On the right side, you have got this language chooser, then this battery manager, then there is a link for the system reports, update manager is there, network manager is there, simple audio control is there, and the calendar day, date, time function is there. That panel, top button panel has now moved to the bottom, and the bottom panel is not there in the Mate desktop of Linux Mint 21.1. Many of the Linux distribution only prefer to give single panel. So this is the traditional Mate desktop of years back. They used to have a single panel. Then they moved over to the two panels. So different times, different things were going on. Certain Linux distributions have two panels, certain have one panel. Or in the past also they have switched the preferences. Now let us take a look at the application menu. So application menu contains spaces. Then this is the system area where you get the links to the system apps like software manager, package manager, control center, terminal, lock screen, logout, and the quit button. So this is the power menu. Then you have got this favorite section where some of your favorites apps are pinned. And if you want to access all the applications, you have to click here. So that will give you a vertical scrolling list of all the applications that are installed on your system. And you can also check the applications section wise, like accessories, graphics, internet, office, sound, video, system tools, administration, preferences. So in accessories section, you got this archive manager, calculator, character map, color selection dialog. There is a dictionary, the disk manager, that is the genome disk is there, document viewer is there, file renamer is there, image viewer is there, mate font viewer is there, notes is there, onboard keyboard is there, password and keys manager, redshift is there, it is a color temperature tool, search tool is there, text screenshot is there, text editor is there, USB image writer is there, USB stick formatter is there, Warpinator is there. Warpinator is used to send files across the network. In graphics section, you have got document scanner, drawing, and the pics. In the internet section, you have got the file web browser, text chat, Thunderbird, email client, transmission, torrent downloader, and the web apps are there, wherein you can run different websites as if they were apps. So you can use web apps to create new web apps from your favorite websites. So if you do a login into the favorite website and then you use the web apps to create a uh, web app and run the favorite application with your user profile logged in. So you need not go again and again and logged in into the Explorer. You can directly open it as an app on your system. In the Office section, you have got this complete LibreOffice suite, and there is a library for your recent and favorite documents. In sound and video, you got celluloid media player, Hypnotics. It is an online TV, rhythm box for your audio needs, and sound to change the sound settings, sound events, and the sound volume. In system tools, you got a disk usage analyzer, file browser, file viewer logs, power statistics, system monitor, terminal, and the time shift. And in admin section, you got the backup tool to make backups. The driver manager is there, login window is there, printers, software manager, software sources, synaptic package managers, system reports, time date, update manager is there, users and groups is there. And in preferences section, you get about me, advanced network configuration, appearance, assistive technologies, Bluetooth adapters, Bluetooth manager, config settings. So this is a window manager settings, desktop settings, disk, displays, firewall configuration, input method, and the keyboards. So we can check out some system apps. Let us try this firewall config. So this is a simple firewall. You can start it from here. That's it. It is already configured. The default configs are there, and these are good enough for most of the people. Close this. Every time you start, it will be automatically started. It has added itself to the startup applications. Now let us check out the system monitor. So this is the Mate system monitor. You can see it here. So now you can see the latest 1.26 version is there. So this is a Mate desktop 1.26. It is the latest one. So you get all the latest system apps along with the latest Mate desktop. CPU usage, you can see it is very low, below 5%. Memory usage is 1.3. It is equal to the Gnome desktop. Swap usage is 2.5 MB, very minimal. Just let us check out the file systems. So you can see it here how much file systems have been used. I think it is not showing the root directory. It should have shown the root directory. Anyway, here you can see the system name. It is Mint 21.1 Vera 64-bit. Kernel is 5.15 generic. Of course, you can add kernels if you want. You can install other kernels also. But this is what comes along with the ISO. Now I will close this. Let us go over and check out other applications. Let us check out the software manager. So while it is updating the cache, let us go back. Let us check the system tools. Let us check the update manager. What is there for us in the update? So first, whenever you start the update manager, it will update itself. Always there is one update is always there that will update the update manager itself, and then it will offer you certain updates. You can see it here. The new version of update manager is there. So you have to apply the update. Input your user password. While I am using this Mint Mate desktop, there is no uh, lagginess. Everything is snappy. It is not super snappy, but it is very stable. You don't get any window crashes or app crash. Nothing is there. Everything is working perfectly. So here you can see around 66 updates are there. 583 MB total. There are some microcode updates. DNS lookup utility has an update. Curl has an update. I'll just now scroll down. Pseudocode update, setup tools update, Vim has update, kernel has an update now. Cinnamon desktop also gets an update to the desktop library. CA certificates has a new update. Blueman graphical manager, Bluetooth manager has got an update. Hypnotics got an update. DHCP update is there. Keyboard update. Lot many updates are there. Small incremental updates. LibreOffice got an update. Linux firmware has got an update. Mesa got update. Mint common, that is the common scripts and resources for Linux Mint has got an update. Mint themes got an update. Modem manager, SNMP, Python, Pipewire, Pango, SSH. Timeshift has got an update. Warpinator, Xweaver, ZFS. So I would like to tell you that today I have installed the ZFS file system. So normally whenever I install any Linux distro, I choose extended for, but this time I use the ZFS Linux file system, and till this time it is working perfectly. There are no lags. It is working very satisfactorily. So now let us install those updates. Now let us try to install the OBS Studio, and there we can see whether the Flatpak is enabled or not. So here you see there are two versions of OBS. Let us try and check out. So this is the Flatpak version, and you can change over and install the system pack if you want. So the Flatpak version is 29.0.2. You can go and change over to the Linux Mint package. So Linux Mint package is nothing but the Debian package 27.2.3. So you can install any of this, or there is another method to you have to select the other package from the main screen. So here it will only offer you the system package. Let me check. Yes, here also it is offering the both packages. So you can click on any icon for the search package, and you can install any version, either Flatpak or the system version, that is the Linux Mint repo version, and you can install the package. So you got options. You can also install Snapd here. So Snapd works very fine with Linux Mint, but Linux Mint developers don't prefer Snapd. That's why they have removed it by default. But you can add, if you are have a liking for the Snapd, you can add the Snapd store, and the snaps will work quite well in the Linux Mint. So meanwhile, it will be upgrading the system in the background. We will go ahead. Now let us try and check the driver manager. So right now the update is going on, so it will not work. So let it remain in the background. What we will do is, let us check out the backup tool. So You can backup your personal data. You can backup software selection of your choice and also restore it from the backup image using this backup tool. Let us check out. So you have to give the location where you want to backup your backup file. So by default, it will go in the backups folder. So we will keep the choice as it is. So the directory will be documents, backups, and you can exclude certain files, certain file types. You can exclude complete directories from the backup. So you have to specify here by clicking on these two buttons, and you can include certain files, include certain directories, or you remove them whenever you wish. And then you have to apply this. So the files were successfully saved in the file stem documents. So this is the backup tar file that has been created. Just let me go back again and open the backup tool. Now here you will have to include the files that was pending. So I go open the home folder. So in home folders, let us back up the documents. So those are important things: documents, music, pictures, and videos. We will back up. So you have to select those files. So I think nothing is there right now. So we will not able to properly do it. There is nothing is there. So you have to choose the folder that you want to backup. You have to open this file menu, and then you have to select the particular files and folders that you want to backup. Then apply those settings or those selections, and then the backup will automatically start. So that's why I wanted to show you. That's why I got back to the backup tool. Otherwise, it is very easy. You have to just select the files you want to include. That will automatically exclude the files you don't want to include. And in certain selections, if you already done some selections for the files and directories and you don't want to include them again, or you want to exclude them henceforth, then you have to uh, select those files for exclusion from the backup tool. So you can see it, no drivers are needed. So it will always suggest you drivers. Suppose you have got some additional sound cards or the graphics card, it will automatically detect the hardware, and then it will suggest you to install additional drivers. It might be proprietary, because all open source drivers are already included in the setup ISO, so they are already there on the system. But you can install additional and proprietary drivers whenever those drivers are not available in the ISO, or you want to use proprietary drivers over the open source drivers. Then you can use this driver manager to install the proprietary or additional drivers. Now let me check if something else. Yes, now let us check out the software sources. So these are the official repositories. You can add optional sources here. You can add optional PPS. You can add additional repositories. You can enable or disable the repositories. You can import and download the authentication keys. You can do maintenance like fix merge list problems, purge residual configuration, remove duplicate entries, add missing keys, remove foreign packages, and download foreign packages from here. And this is the Synaptic Package Manager. So Synaptic Package Manager is an additional package manager. So right now it won't work because the update is going on. So we will check it at the last. Now let us go over to and check the appearance section. So here you can see right now the custom, that is the default appearance is there. So you can change the system looks. Just take a look. This is how the default looks. Now let us go over to the min text. So immediately you can see the icons have changed, the panel colors have changed, Everything has changed. So this is the old look of the Linux Mint. Now let us go over and check the Linux Mint X Aqua. So it changed the look of the icons again. Let us try the teal. Where is the teal? Yes, Mint X teal. This is how things look. Now I will go and change. Let us try to do a Mint Y. My favorite is Mint Y. Okay, this is how the system will look. Now let us try the Mint Y Dark. So you see this black color is not completely black, but it is kind of gray color. So it is more comfortable for your eyes, because what happens is if the screen is completely pitch black, then your eyes will also strain. So the good developers prefer to use dark colors, that is the gray color, but not exactly black. So it is, if it is a pitch black, then your eyes will strain, or if it is totally bright white, then also your eyes will strain. So you have to use this grayish color, dark gray color. So that is good for your eyes. Let us try this mint by gray. So how it looks. Now this is also nice looking. You can go with the pink. So this is how it will look. Open the file manager. Let us try the orange color. So you can see the accent color has changed. Okay. Yes, these are the legacy mint Y gray. Now let us mint Y legacy. Let us see if the legacy theme gets applied. So this is how it used to look in the 20.2 version. But the folders have not changed. For the folders, I think we have to do certain more settings. Let me check. Okay, so the folder, I think it will not change. Only the colors are going to change. The accent colors are only going to change. This folder look will not change. You can see it here. Folder looks remains the same. There is a this band across the lower right side of the folder, so that is going to remain. This is how it will look. So now let us check out the backgrounds. So what I will do is I will close this. We can minimize this. Now let us check out the wallpapers. So this is completely just black wallpaper. Now check how it is. This is nice one. Not to my liking. Okay. This one is nice looking. This I have used earlier, so I like this wallpaper. You can see the response of the system to my mouse click is instant. There is no lag in between. The windows also snap very easily. This one is also nice. I think this is the water bubble. Yes, very beautiful. All wallpapers are nice. I like this one, Santorini. This is very good looking wallpaper. This one is also nice. Very soothing wallpaper for your eyes. Very beautiful wallpaper. And these are the Linux Mint wallpapers. So they are favorites for many people. So everything is looking very nice. All the Linux Mint wallpapers. This one should look very nice. There is not a very drastic change in the looks of the Linux Mint desktop, but it is very subtle. They have done it all very perfect way. There is no mismatch in the theming or all those kind of things. Everything is very nice, nicely done. Let us try this one. This wallpaper is also very nice looking. Very beautiful. This pathway in the woods is also very nice. Very nice. This is also my favorite wallpaper. This also looks very nice. So I think we have checked most of the wallpapers. All are nice looking wallpapers. So now I will stop this wallpaper review. Let us check out the fonts. So it is using the Ubuntu Sans and Monospace family of fonts. Let us check out the interface. So this is the default setting for the menus, toolbars, buttons, file chooser, and the preview. So you can change if you wish. Now I will close this. Let us check out if any other things are there that we need to see. Let us check out the disk usage. Okay, so the system is using just 3.5 GB out of the 3.8 GB file system. So the root file system is just 3.5 GB out of the 3.8 GB allocated. Of course, this is a flexible allocation. So if the root file system will increase, the my virtual hard disk will also increase. That's great. I will close this now. Let us check out if any other thing is missing or pending to review. This is the system reports. Let us check out. The updates are still going on. Let us check out the system information. So you can take a dump of this, or you can even copy paste and put it in a text file. You can see the everything, all the system data is given here. All the specifications, you can see it here, along with the what repos are active. And this is the crash report. So crash report is empty because nothing has crashed. System is working very beautifully, very stable. There is no issue of any kind. And you can upload this. Let us see where it will try to upload or what are the options to upload. Okay, so it is uploaded the system specifications or the system info to the termbin.com. So you can use this location to share your system info with others or with the developers. If there is some issue with your system, you can log a report or a bug report, and then you can attach your system info from here in the your bug report. So this is the use of system reports. Now let us open the control center. So control center, you already know Linux Mint has a control center where you can do all the system related administration from one place. You can see it here. I will not go into great details. You already know all those things. Just I will just give you a glance. Now one thing, what yes, the update has completed or not? Still going on. So let us check out the welcome screen. Is there is change in the welcome screen? Because after booting for the first time, the welcome screen did not come up. So that is surprising. You can see it here. This is the welcome screen. Let us go. Here you can change the accent colors, do configure the system type snapshots using the time shift. The driver manager is there, update manager, system settings. You can launch it from here. Software manager also you can launch, firewall settings. You can read the documentation. You can check out the new features, the release notes. You can access the web forums and the IRC chat room for the Linux Mint, and you can contribute to the project. Let us check out the about me section. So here you can change the username and password. Let us check out the preferred application. So for web browser, it is Firefox web browser. Mail reader is Thunderbird email. Instant messenger is HexChat. Multimedia is the image viewer to open up your multimedia images. Multimedia player is celluloid. Video player is celluloid. System text editor is text editor. Terminal emulator is terminal, that is a Mint terminal. File manager is Kaja. Kaja is the default file manager for Mata desktops. Calculator is there. In Office, it is the document viewer for the PDF files. LibreOffice for the Office files. Accessibility features, Orca screen reader is there. And the onboard keyboard is there. So you can click here to make them run from the start if you want. Now let us check out the keyboard shortcut. So this is the keyboard shortcut. So you can change if you want. You can change any of these keyboards. So now you have to uh, assign the key bindings or the keyboard shortcut. So you can assign a mix of keys. So you can have a combination of keys to start or do the action given here. So to maximize the window horizontally, let us give it uh, horizontally. Let us do super edge. So it will if you click on this, it will maximize the windows horizontally. Like this you can customize all the shortcuts, and maybe you can also have more custom shortcuts of your choice. So let us try to do it. Yes, you can see the window gets maximized horizontally, and if I do it again, let us see, yes, then it is minimizing. So same key can minimize and maximize the window. This is how it is working. So the updates are now complete, and it is giving you option to switch to the local mirrors. So yes or no. Yes, I will do yes. Then it is automatically change the repos. So here you can see it will change the repos, and you can also restore the default repos using this button, restore the default settings. So now what we will do is I will just close this down. Let us go back. So we wanted to check the where it is. Synaptic Package Manager. Yes, Synaptic Package Manager is here. Let us open the Synaptic Package Manager. So this Synaptic Package Manager is another software manager. So you can use this if you don't want to use that Gnome software store. You can use this here. It is more advanced than the Gnome software store. Many of the applications that you won't be able to search in the Gnome software store are available here. You can directly install any desktops, any packages, small or big, using this. So it will take care of your dependencies and installation as well as uninstall. So you can uninstall complete desktops from here. You can see at the complete except C desktop, Zope or the clone environment. Different environments are there. Different you can say package families are there that you can install at one click. Different kernel modules are available, so you can install all those kernel modules. You can see a large repository of kernels are there. So if you are advanced user, you will be easily able to use this Synaptic Package Manager. And for the new users, try to use this. Your knowledge of the system and Linux will improve a lot. You will be aware of many more packages that are available other than those shown in the software centers or software stores like Gnome or the Discover store of the KDE desktop. I use this. This is my preferred software manager. So it is a graphical software manager. So most of the people are nowadays this fashionable to use the command line interface, but use this. This is also very advanced, just like the command line interface. Try to use this. You will get a lot of information and knowledge about the Linux, the package dependencies, by using this graphical software manager tool. So I will now close this. Now let us check if something else is pending. Let us check the GDisk. So here you can see, okay, so it has created a 132 GB ZFS member. So there is a fat boot partition. Swap is 2.1 GB swap. Then there is 2.1 GB. What is this? It is not mounted, and there is this 132 GB ZFS member. This is the R pool. So it is a pool of free space. So total 136 GB has been used on the virtual disk. Total partition size complete. All these four partitions, including this pool, three partitions and this pool, it is sizing up to 136 GB. Okay, I think we have done everything. We have checked out everything. So with this, I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.